we have Kim, and Kim manifested her soulmate. I'm super excited to hear from Kim to share her story with all of us about how she manifested her soulmate in Manifestation Master. So welcome, Kim.
Hey, Jen, how are you?
Good. Thank you so much for being here today.
Sure. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so tell everybody about where you were at before you joined Manifestation Masters.
Okay. So I discovered you in early 2018 when you did some kind of New Year's special challenge. And in the year before, definitely like the 6 months before in 2017, it's kind of like a rocky end of the year. So when I saw this, I was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to try it. And ever since then, I was like hooked on the steps and the process, and pretty much everything that you teach was spot on. So, I followed you on Facebook, and then in the summertime, you offered the Manifestation Masters. So that was 2018, the summer of 2018. And I was like, I'm going all in. I'm just going to put it out there and go all in and see what happens. But I know your question where you asked people where they were at. So I had kind of like a rough 2017, and I really put in the time like in early 2018. And then when I got to you in the summer of 2018, I felt like I was like at a good spot, and I was like ready to go.
Yeah, I love it. So what were you looking to manifest? Were you looking to manifest your soulmate?
I was, yes. I kind of went in, and that was one thing that was my big dream. Like if I had to pinpoint something down, that's what I would spot on put exactly. So I was kind of hesitant at first in a way to open up to everybody in the group, but I did open up on a live call similar to something like this, and it helped me tremendously set the tone for the rest of the program.
I love that. And I love that you share that, because I think a lot of people are hesitant to open up and be vulnerable. I like to say authentic.
Yeah.
But same thing, right? And show up. But when you actually did and you were honest, look at the amount of support that you were able to receive and how it really helped you.
Yeah, I really, that was a big point for me, is the support from the other participants, as well as your accountability partner. Of course, you commenting on every post that every person writes. You really did. And it made it feel like I could do it too. Like, you hear other people and you're like, well, maybe it worked for them, but I didn't believe it until I felt it from everybody.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Yeah. And we do things where we expand upon each other's dreams on our actual coaching calls that we have once a week for 6 weeks. And I think, we expanded upon your dream, and it's so helpful, because then it's not just you alone dreaming for yourself and wondering if that's actually going to happen. But when you've got me reflecting your dream back to you, and the other people in the group expanding your dream and making it even bigger for yourself than you thought, there's so much power in those sorts of activities. And those are the kinds of things that we do on the calls.
Yes.
Right. It's not just like, ask me questions, but we actually have practices and exercises. Yeah.
Yes. That was a really vivid call. I still remember it, very detailed.
Yes. So tell us about how you manifested your soulmate and some of the amazing synchronicities.
Yeah. So it was summer, and I did the 40-day program, and each day I would just take an action step on, you said you have to take an action step for your big dream. So I did. I took action steps every day, and it could be little actions like just show up for yourself, or present yourself, or just smile or say hi. Like that was kind of my area. So it didn't have to be big moves, but you do have to, do a little something. So, and then along with each day was kind of a different activity or exercise. So I would do all that, and it kind of just snowballed and snowballed. And then I'm not even exaggerating. It was, I think, a week and a half later is when, maybe it was 2 weeks later. It was still the same month though, is when I met now my fiance.
love that it happens so fast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that's the whole thing. It's like, it can happen so fast when you just step in, that manifestation happens in the present tense. So
Yes.
tell us about some of the amazing synchronicities with the program activity that I have you guys do, with putting dates in your calendar, and what ended up happening with you guys.
Yes. So I did take that to heart because I I felt like it was important, and I said, all right, I'm going to put dates with everything. So I did, meet him fairly quickly after the program. And then the first year was just fun and awesome. And then like toward the end, I was like, okay, I think this can go on to the next level. I'm going to put a date down. And I just said, okay, on our first year anniversary, I'm just going to say that he proposes, put it out there. And so on the 1 year anniversary, he didn't officially propose, but he brought it up like future long term and said, I want you to describe like what kind of ring you would look for. And so, I mean, I just basically said something, but I was kind of surprised that that even happened. And then I was like, okay, well, that still was really fun and good. Why don't I put down my favorite date, which is the spiritual date, 11/11, as the proposal? So I did. I put it down and I thought about it every day. I took action, like just, showed up for myself every day. And on 11/10, actually, the day before, he ended up proposing. But on 11/11, we were able to hang out with our family, and it was a really fun day. We're able to go from, my family to his family and just hang out with everybody and share the news.
I love that. It's so amazing. I have chills every time that you share that, because it happened exactly on the dates that you set. And that's one of the things that I taught in Manifestation Masters. It's like, you put it out there the day he's going to propose. And even though it didn't happen, like even what Jill was saying, doesn't happen the way you think it's going to happen, it's even better. But it's like, wow, that's when he brought up marriage. And then I put 11/11, that's the date he was going to propose, and it happened a day before that. And then 11/11, we got to tell all of our family.
Yeah.
And celebrate the engagement. And so it's so beautiful, Kim. I love
Thanks.
that.
I know. Thank you so much.
Yeah. I love it because you took the program and you met him, like, it was all during that time period, right?
Yes.
Within those 40 days. And that's when you started dating. You met your soulmate, but obviously most people don't end up getting proposed to, like, in the first couple of weeks of dating.
Yeah.
So I love that you actually, like, you emailed me and updated me, and you were like, guess what? Everything happened in the way that I thought it was going to. And that's why I was so excited to bring you on. I was like, you have to share your story with everybody. Yeah.
I know. I said, I wonder how I can, because I do think about that too, because part of what you say too is giving back. And I was like, I wonder how I can give back to other people. And then I was like, I'll just shoot her an email and tell her my update. And then you're like, hey, I have this live Facebook event. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm available. So it's awesome.
Love that. Yes. So to anybody who's thinking about joining Manifestation Masters, is there anything you would tell them?
I would say that it is possible for you. So some like confidence issues or feeling like it works for other people and not for you, even, reach big, those kinds of things. And I did like what the other people were saying with your intuition, like what you want and feel for a reason, and it is possible for you. So that's what I would say. And this program will certainly help you take steps, and it's really neat how it unfolds.
Yes, that's the part you can't make up, right?
Yeah.
It's like, it's the prize.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But I love that it all unfolded, and I love the way you even talked about it, because it's my whole approach is playful, right? It's fun. And that's how it should be. And I feel like if you're watching this and it's not fun right now and it's too hard and stressful, then you're not in that flow that you want to be in. And this program, I think, helps you get into that space. So I love that you shared that, Kim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Cool. And tell everybody where you're calling in from. Where do you live?
I'm in the Philadelphia area, so right outside of Philly.
Yay! I love it.
Yes.
So I'm so grateful that you joined us today, Kim, and that you were here to share your story about manifesting your soulmate and the dates happening exactly as you had set them. And just thrilled for you. I'm so excited for
Thank
your
you.
marriage and your relationship, and I'm excited to see what you manifest next. So thank you,
Awesome.
Kim.
Thank you.
Yeah.